Now, this may sound like the bitter words of a child of divorce. Sadly, no. They remain married to this day. A love nurtured almost completely out of spite. And the truth is, I kind of admire it, the tenacity. Nobody stays together anymore, and certainly not for the length of time it takes to just really stick it to somebody. And I think that's why when I was a kid, my next door neighbor and good buddy Ellen asked me why my parents were in the backyard screaming at each other with my father in his boxer shorts, why I don't remember any sort of embarrassment about the question. Now, it's possible that I really was mortified and have just blocked it out, much as I have all memory of Spam sandwich dinners. But what I remember is, mostly, is just being real bored, completely disinterested in the question. There was no real point in asking why. Even at the age of 9, I figured out that crazy does whatever the hell it wants. You can make yourself as nuts as they are, asking a bunch of questions with no good answers. Or just bunker down underneath the kitchen table with a good book till your mom gets bored of fighting and drags you off to about 8 million garage sales. But some of my parents' fights were way better than any book or garage sale on this earth. And I gotta say that the best fight they ever had was the one my mother will never know about, and that took me by complete surprise. Now, no surprises here, but my parents have had separate bedrooms since about 1986. And for a very long time, my father slept in what had been my childhood bedroom. Now, this bedroom was awful. My mother had painted the walls and all the furniture this garishly bright Pepto-Bismol pink, and trimmed it all with a blue and white Holly Hobby wallpaper. And over time, my father added his own eccentric touches. He mounted this great big black bear's head he shot in Canada on the wall, plus a bunch of deer antlers everywhere that worked as a nice, handy, hat stand all over the room. And I will tell you this, and this is one check you can cash. No hippie, vegetarian, punk rock guy will ever put out in that room, because I have tried. Hard. But I digress. So I'm about 19, 20 years old, and I've come home to my parents' house to do some free laundry and steal change from my dad's change jar and stare balefully at the fun-crushing black bear's glossy eyes like I do, when all of a sudden this cold breeze comes through the window, and all of a sudden I'm just freezing. And I can hear my parents down the hall in the bathroom arguing about whose turn it was to buy the toilet paper last. And I yell out to my father that I want to borrow a pair of socks. And I can hear him telling me to just, wait, hold on a second. But I know from great experience that this grand toilet paper argument can go on for quite some time. So I start looking around for a pair of socks, and I walk over to this large pink wall-sized bureau in the corner and open the doors just as my father walks into the room. And I can hear him saying, "No, wait." But it's too late, and there's no unseeing what I've just seen. And it shocked me more than Japanese frozen time porn. More than if it had been squirrels' heads attached to Bratz doll's body. Because what he's got in there is toilet paper. Roll upon roll of toilet paper. Whole rolls and half rolls and quarter rolls. And it's abundantly clear to me that he hasn't just been buying, discount toilet paper and, keeping it here, a good bargain shopper, but he has been hiding and stealing and stockpiling toilet paper like a soldier, like they're his munitions. And I look at the toilet paper, and then I look at my father, and then at the toilet paper again. And he just reaches past me to the bottom of the bureau, hands me a pair of socks, the dad kind with the red tops and the white bottoms, and hands them over to me and says, "Do not tell your mother." And then he just walks right out of the room to go watch some Judge Judy. And I just go sit on that little twin bed and run my hands over the old faded blue and white bedspread. And I look up at that bear and think, man, if that head could talk. And I think that family is rough. Family is creepy, and it is dangerous. And I thank my lucky stars to have made it out of that little pink room alive.